How's it going, YouTube? I am back with another video, and this time another deck profile, and one that I've actually been really excited for. So, one deck that I really got excited for before Reigns was announced was Trickstars, since they were really reminiscent of the Vocaloids, which are obviously singers I love. I love Miku a lot. But I wanted to build them, but originally I couldn't build them properly because I couldn't afford reincarnation. But now you can actually play Trickstars now, without reincarnation and still do well. There's now a combo with the monsters where you can deal 4,000 points of damage in a single turn just through burn damage, and then if you're on turn 2 you also have a really high attack point Holy Angel to deal even more damage. I actually OTK'd Joey a couple times using this. So this is actually my budget Trickstar deck profile, but you can take out the 3 trap cards I do run for reincarnation if you can afford it. But this is just a really fun Link deck now. You can either play the competitive Droll and Lock version, which I don't like, or you can just go with the Link version, which I really enjoy. It does what Cyberse needed to do, because Cyberse is good, but it does have its huge problems. It can't recur as much as it should be able to from the grave. As soon as your field's gone in Cyberse, you're dead. So that's the problem I had with Cyberse, one of the problems. And I'm also sorry that this deck profile is like a day or two late, because I was waiting for Trickstar Bloom to turn up, and it only just turned up, and I hate Proxy, so it only just turned up today, which is Thursday. Without further ado, we'll get into the profile. So, to start off, I run 3 Candina. Candina is the Searcher. You must run 3 of her. So when normal summoned, you get to add 1 Trickstar card from your deck to your hand, and each time your opponent activates a spell or trap, your opponent takes 200 damage after it resolves. So a good burn effect, but you play her for the search. Now the next 3 is 3 Lycoris. So Lycoris still is really good. The burn damage for draw is still really effective, but her combos just with Lily Bell and stuff are really good now, so we can just get some more damage off that way, and in general more summons. And so Lycoris is definitely still a 3 of in the Link version. A lot of the Trickstar ones are 3 ofs now, just because they're all just incredible and you want to see all of them. And by a lot I mean I only run 2 of 1 Trickstar monster and the rest are 3. So I also run 3 Narcissus because the burn effect, so when your opponent takes burn you get to special summon it, just helps continue Blaze. There is a 3-card combo in this deck to summon the Link 4, and that is just really, it involves Narcissus, the new field spell, and Nightshade, and that will get you a Link 4. And this also increases your possibility to do the burn combo for like 4,000 or more damage in 1 turn. So also your opponent takes damage every time they activate a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, so they take 200 damage for that. Also a level 4 to help go into Xyz. Next is 3 of Nightshade, the new level 1. And being level 1 allows us to run 1 for 1 in the deck, which just lets your combos go ballistic. But if this card is sent to the graveyard as a Link material for a Link summon of a Trickstar monster, you can special summon this card, banish it when it leaves the field. So it got a revival effect, and that is actually really useful, especially with the new field spell, because you use the field spell first and then use this card's effect, and that will just get you an instant Link 3 alone. She doesn't have any burn effect though, but she doesn't need it because she's just there for links. Next, this is one of the cards that I feel like Cyberse need their own version of, like the better version than Realm Cloudier, because this has combos in the deck, whereas Realm Cloudier takes up a normal summon and only really just gets 1 thing back. So this card, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 Trickstar Link monster in your graveyard and special summon it. You can only use that effect once per turn, and each time your opponent banishes a monster from their graveyard, immediately inflict 200 damage for each card banished. So it's mainly the revival that she gives, because you can just continue, you can come back from a very heavy board wipe or something, bring back your Link 4 monster and stuff like that. Next is 3 Mandrake. Mandrake combos with Rodone. Rodone and Mandrake really work well together because when this card is sent to the graveyard by when this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position but banish it when it leaves the field. And so you use Rodone to revive a link monster, then you discard Mandrake, and Mandrake summons back, allowing you to go into a link 2 as well. So, as well as if she's used for a link summon and sent to the graveyard, you get to destroy one link monster in your opponent's field, which is pretty good against Goki. I managed to board wipe Joey using Goki doing that. And then last Trickstar monsters is 2 Lilybell, since I did run one, but if I ever saw it, it was a dead draw, and so I always want to have the other one just ready to search. When Lilybell's added to your hand through searching or just returning her to the hand with Lycoris and stuff, you get to special summon it, as well as she can attack directly, just attack directly, and if she does damage, she gets to return 1 Trickstar card from your grave to the hand. Next, for monsters, 3 Honest, just to get over some problematic stuff. They're all lights, just helps you get over the monsters that this card, deck just doesn't have high attack. And the final 3 is 3 Veiler. Now you can easily take out these for draw and locks, and then take out the trap card I run for Reincarnation, but Reincarnation is still really pricey, so I can't actually get it. I hope it gets reprinted. I will put it in, even though it is a really nasty card. But I put Veiler in because I just really like Veiler. It's just helped me in so many duels now that I just refuse to not build decks with it anymore. Plus it's a cheap hand trap that just works. Now for spells. First is 3 Reincarnation. It's just a really good field spell. I'm very glad that this didn't get touched. It's a non-once per turn searcher, so if you have multiple in hand you can just activate them and keep searching Trickstar monsters. And also, each time your Trickstar monster deals damage, including battle, you get to inflict an extra 200, and then you can target 1 face-down spell trap on the field, target it, and for the rest of the turn it cannot be activated, and then during the end phase it must be activated, but if it cannot it will be destroyed. So it can stop some annoying back row that your opponent might have. And then one of the new field spell, Light Arena. I was tempted to bump this up to 2, but I've never really seen the need to. I just use it once to start off my plays and that's it. If you link summon a Trickstar monster, you can special summon one of the Trickstars back that were used for the summon. That's once per turn, and it has the same effect to target 1 spell trap in the field, but instead of destroying it at the end phase if it can't be activated, it's returned to the hand. Because you run 4 field spells, and you just want to see Light Stage or Light Arena whenever you can, 3 Terraforming, just max it out. That means you just run 7 field spells. And then 2 Desires. This has hurt a little sometimes when I've activated, but Desires is just a really good card. The pluses are just needed. And it's 1v games, but again it has hurt sometimes where I've banished 3 of the cards I need, but it's fine. I drew things I need anyway, so I still don't regret playing Desires. Next is 1-for-1. Now 1-for-1 is just an incredible combo starter in the deck. You just 1-for-1 straight out your Nightshade without having to waste a normal summon and then continue off of there. So just in general a really good combo for the deck. The final spell is Monster Reborn. I was tempted to put Soul Charge in, but I just opted for Monster Reborn since Rodone is good enough revival as it is. And the final 3 cards of the deck are the 3 traps. 3 Storming Mirror Force. Since we don't have Reincarnation, this card can still do burn damage to them by returning their field to the hand, and obviously because they added cards to their hand, Lycoris will still burn them. It's defensive, but I would still recommend Reincarnation instead of this, but this is the budget version that I've just been having fun with, and Storming Mirror Force has actually helped me out a lot, just to keep my boards and stuff, and just to keep me in the game. So I will run Reincarnation though if I can get it. So that's the main deck, 40 cards. A lot of fun to do combos in this deck. The next week's video will be a combo tutorial, because I'd really like to show off some of the stuff that you can do. It's just a really fun deck. So to start off, the extra deck is 3 Trickstar Bloom. So Bloom requires level 2 or lower Trickstar monster, and because it's Link 1, it just starts off your plays. And I go through all 3 of these every duel. So when it's Link summoned, you can make your opponent draw a card. Keyword is can, you don't have to. So if you don't have Lycoris to deal damage, don't do it. And if a monster this card points to is to show a battle or card effect, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card in their hand. That never really comes up. I only really use Bloom for Link plays. Then you've also got 1 Catbat. I would run 2, but I don't have a second, and Catbat's kind of pricey in terms of, like, it's about £12, and at this time I didn't really want to spend that. I just had Catbat. I also run 2 Holly Angel. So Catbat does the opposite to Holly Angel. So Holly Angel gains attack equal to the amount of damage a Trickstar monster deals to an opponent in terms of burn. She also does damage every time a Trickstar monster is special summoned to a Link arrow that it points to, and that's how you get your combo to do like 4,000 damage. And so, as well as to get like this Holly Angel to like 5,400 attack and stuff, it's crazy. But Black Catbat does the opposite. Instead, she makes your opponent's monsters lose attack for the amount of damage that they've taken. Both of those effects last till the end of the turn. The reason I'd run 2 Catbat is because I would take out one of these for the other Catbat, but for now I just have 3 of this. Trickstar Defendium. If this card battles, declares an attack while it points to a Trickstar monster, you can add banish cards up to the number of banished Trickstar monsters, add them to the hand, and then but it's equal to the amount of Link monsters your opponent controls. I'm just trying to remember the effect properly, so I don't like screw it up. So yeah, for the amount of Link monsters your opponent controls, you can return banished Trickstar cards to your hand, equal to the number they control, and then this card gains 1,000 for each. So it just gets over problematic stuff, but it also helps you Link climb. But I would only run 2, and I'd run 2 of the Link of each Link 2 if I could. Then 1 Bella Madonna. Never really have to go into this more than once. You can revive it back a lot, and but Bella Madonna is actually a really good card. Requires 2+ Trickstar monsters, and when this card is Link Summon, when this Link Summon card points to no monsters, it's unaffected by card effects. And if this card has no monsters, well, when it doesn't point to any monsters, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of, well, inflict 200 for each Trickstar monster with different names in your graveyard. And so you can get some really nice damage off, and that's how you finish the huge 4,000 damage combo. And then for the final Link monster is Borrel. This is just because I do have Firewall, but then Henry had Borrel, but he needed Firewall for his deck, and I've been using Borrel in a lot of my decks now, so he's using my Firewall while I'll use his Borrel, so that's the only reason that's in there. I can't afford Borrel. And then to XEs, so full Utopia package, mainly because you can protect Utopia quite easily, so you can get the effect of twice quite without any problems. And then 1 Baguska. I haven't really gone into any of my XCs for a bit because I've just been really hyped on going into links. You can make XCs easy though. They're just there for when you need them. So that has been my budget Trickstar deck profile. And the Link version as well, not the competitive Draw and Lock version, which is just reincarnation Draw and Lock for game. I don't find that as fun, purely because there's no fun in just activating 2 cards and you win right there and then because of it. I'd rather have a more interactive duel than that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you did, please stick around for more. I plan to upload once a week, still haven't broken that schedule. Maybe I'll be a bit late. I have got exams going on now, so I did my first one today actually. I have to retake one of my exams. But as well, I'm going to be making the combo tutorial next week for this deck profile. purely because there are some really nice combos you can do with it, and in general, I'm just having a lot of fun with this deck. I feel like I've decided on the 2 decks that I'm going to keep built all the time, and that I'll just switch between, and that is Trickstar and Predator, because I just love both of these decks a lot, and so I'll be just switching between these in videos and stuff. Please stick around for more content. A lot of my other deck profiles are probably just as creative as this one, I'd say, is a good word for it. By no means, don't take this deck profile as I'm telling you how to play it, I'm just showing you how I like to play it. A lot of people seem to comment on a couple of my other deck profiles saying, this is crap, why are you not running this, and crap like that. The problem is that's not what a deck profile is about. A deck profile is about me showing you how I play the deck, and it's meant to give you ideas if you maybe didn't have any. Maybe I run a couple cards that you're like, oh, that actually works. For example, Supercellular Nutrients and Predaplants. A lot of people didn't know about that card, and so that was one thing that was like, oh, that's a cool idea. And so, this is just how I like to play the Trickstar deck now. It's just a lot of fun to do all those summons. Sorry about the cut. For some reason, a helicopter decided to just go by my window. Lovely. Thanks, helicopter. I'm trying to make content here. So yeah, stick around for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and hopefully next time I won't get interrupted by a bloody helicopter.